It's been very hectic. We've already seen a number of people today that I refer to as dreamers.
It's only been a couple of days since President Obama announced a reversal to the country's deportation policy, but calls to immigration attorneys have already skyrocketed. The Department of Homeland Security will now wait to deport hundreds of thousands of young illegal immigrants.
It's a controversial move critics say essentially enacts the failed DREAM Act without congressional approval. News 2's Joseph Pleasant spoke to an immigration lawyer who says the news has caused a flood of new clients.
Immigration Law Office, Elliot Osment. How may I help you?
Monday at Elliot Osment's Immigration Law Office is busy. This is the first Monday following the president's decision to defer deporting some illegal immigrants.
Well, the very first consult I had this morning was from a young lady who was 13 years old. And her parents brought her here because she insisted on seeing a lawyer.
The call started Friday within minutes of the announcement. In order to qualify, the immigrants must have come to the U.S. before they turned 16, lived here for at least 5 years, be currently in school or a high school graduate. They also cannot have been convicted of a felony, significant misdemeanor, or multiple misdemeanors, and must not pose a threat to national security. They also must be younger than 30 years old, much like the provisions of the DREAM Act, which Congress has not passed.
Again, I'm just so disappointed that this administration has continued to try to change policy by just the dictate, not bringing policy through Congress as it should be.
An estimated 800,000 people could qualify for the program. They would be able to apply for work authorization and enroll in college.
Osment told me that along with the heightened interest, a lot of people are also being very cautious. Some of them tell him they're not going to decide whether or not to apply for the program until after the November election.
If Mitt Romney wins in November, this action could just as easily be undone by President Mitt Romney.
In the meantime, Osment says he will continue to take appointments, and in 60 days, when the application process is expected to begin, he'll be ready. In South Nashville, Joseph Pleasant, Nashville's News 2.
When the application process starts, each person who qualifies will be required to re-register every 2 years.